Testing.
Go
1,
ahead
2,
and keep
3,
testing.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Are you testing your counting?
I'm just testing.
Me? What's after 15?
Mm-hmm.
16.
Good job. James and I got apps that make us smarter, and it's paying off.
I think I am getting smarter.
Oh, I haven't done mine today.
I haven't done mine today either.
What the heck?
Hey.
Am I all the way up?
Yeah.
I always need to be all the way up.
Wait, let me double check. Talk.
Hello, it's me. This is the Maybe Potty.
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 Okay.
Go potty. James just took off his headphones.
Is this what it's like the whole time?
Who is he?
Everything's so quiet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you listen to it so loud.
It's fine.
Hi, welcome to the Maybe podcast. My name is Leigh, and this is James Goo Pants.
You mean new pants?
Mm-hmm.
I have new pants.
James got new pants. He also got a new coat.
Yeah.
He's stylish now.
Spoilers, because that's my peak.
Spoilers, because he's not wearing the pants right now, or the coat.
No.
So, you don't even know what they look like, sucker.
Yeah. So, am
Welcome
I the
to
sucker?
our pod. Like and subscribe to our channel. Like our channel and subscribe to it.
Also like the video
Watch all the way to the end.
from the beginning.
Yeah, that'd be really great.
You know what I would do if I were them?
Watch it from the beginning to the end.
No. Well, yes. I would also just play all of our podcasts all the time in the background.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would do that too.
I've heard it's a recipe for success.
I heard it makes you a 100% better person.
100%, huh?
I heard it on the news this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
The news.
Yeah, you know how I always am turning into the news, tuning in.
Sounds like a real newsy.
Yeah, I'm kind of a news buff. Go ahead, ask me a question. It is December. That's correct.
No, that wasn't the question.
That is the most current news.
I was going to ask, how's the country doing?
The country?
Yeah.
It's land and water.
It's on its way.
Yeah, it's landed.
But
Welcome to our pod. We are happy to have you. It is Monday if you're at the premiere, and also any other day if you're not.
my headset is not Monday.
For us, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
We recorded an episode yesterday, but I got so mad that I decided we needed to record a different one. I was pretty mad.
Yeah, she didn't want to be podcasting, which is fine.
Yeah, we hit the halfway mark, and I decided I didn't like the podcast, and then I could put it out of there.
Yeah, which is fine. Because here we are now. This one's going to be even better.
I feel confident. Shining 5-star review on Apple Podcast. Please.
We should just do sponsorships in the middle, but it's just us sponsoring us.
Yeah, why not? We have the time.
Yeah. So let's kick this podcast off right.
Let's put it into first gear.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, car talk.
We're not talking cars this episode.
Oh, my bad. We could if we want.
Okay.
Leave it in the comments below if you want to talk about cars.
James wants to talk about cars.
No, I don't.
Do
A
you?
little. Not right now.
Like, do you want to sometime?
Yeah, but I'd like...
What would you say?
I don't know. I'd rather ask them to ask car questions and I answer them.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
Like dating advice, but
Yeah,
car advice?
the car advice. I'll help you.
I'll help you.
How?
By saying nice things about your car.
My car or their car?
Anyone's car.
Nice.
Send us pictures of your car and I'll say something nice about it.
Yeah, or like even fun car stories.
Oh man, the amount of fun
Stop.
car stories I got in my library is
I have a lot.
enormous.
Wow. Hey,
let's get into our peaks and pits,
yeah,
bud.
while we're here,
You're
might
going
as well.
first. Tell me your pit.
My pit is I have a bunch of acne. I don't know how I haven't mentioned that as my pit for any of these yet.
Yeah.
Probably because I'm very optimistic and I just know acne goes away.
For some.
Yeah, for some. For me, it usually just goes away. And recently, it just goes away and then new ones come right in behind it.
I've also noticed this on your face.
Yeah. I don't like it.
But you figured it out.
I think I did figure it out. I've been trying to grow my hair out And I do this all the time, and I get a bunch of acne right
He
here.
goes like on the forehead.
I go like this. So now I'm kind of doing this. And then also for like a week, I would... What, the noise?
Me.
Gosh. Oh, I want to take my shoes off. No, I'll leave them on in case they smell bad. I was also using like a hair product thing because my hair gets all poofy, and I was trying to make it less poofy. And I was told that might have like things in it that will give me acne. But then I still also am just getting acne in other places too. So
What do you mean other places?
like down here
Oh,
by my mouth.
That's
But
normal for you,
I
though.
always touch my mustache too.
And here's the thing. If I was going to describe James's hands, I would probably use the word filthy or grimy.
I am not very germ savvy.
You are germ savvy.
As in I have a lot of them?
Yeah.
I'm not very anti-germ savvy. I just have a low care. Is that bad?
I was just going to ask you that.
If it's bad?
I wouldn't say that I'm like always washing my hands, but like,
I wouldn't say you're a germaphobe.
me either.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like my hands are as dirty as yours. But James has very oily skin, and I'm sure that just comes through on your hands too. So
I have very oily skin. Leigh would make fun of me because I'm like the meme where like the guy just washes his face with like soap. Like I could wash my face with like a regular bar of soap and it won't get dried out. Apparently that dries your skin out.
That will take my skin straight to the desert.
Yeah, my face is not like that.
My face is like that.
My face drips oil.
I put oil on my face every day because
That's wild. Can you imagine what I would look like?
You would look like
slime.
Yeah, you'd look like you had costume makeup on.
Yeah,
like you were trying to look like something. Like
look sweaty.
A waterfall. I'm dressed up like a waterfall.
I'm dressed up as a water droplet. What are you?
One droplet.
That is my pit, which I still think will just go away.
I'm convinced after you figured out that hand thing, because where he was getting them was right where his palm hits.
Like on both sides of my temples. So like either way, if I do that, yeah, that's my pit. And then my peak is what Leigh already said. It was mainly just my jacket though, because I got a new jacket and it's so cool. Leigh helped me pick it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Clea was super happy with it. She was like, that's what you needed. And then she was also like, what pants did you get? And I told her, she's like, that's right.
Uh-huh.
That's correct. She was wearing those pants.
These?
No, the Carhartt ones.
She fits in Carhartt pants?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Women's ones.
They only go up to like here.
I don't know. Do you want me to ask her?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm super excited. I have to burp. Excuse me.
I liked in that last podcast you burped, but you edited your volume to go low because I was talking at the same time.
Yeah.
But when you burped, you specifically burped into the mic.
Yeah, well, I realized after.
It's so fun.
Okay. Look at all the birds.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know when all the birds go into like one tree when they're starting to migrate? That's what's happening. Migrate. That's what's happening outside right now. But yeah, my peak was I have a sick jacket.
It is sick.
It's super warm too, and it's starting to get really cold.
Yeah, it's cold today. What's up, Bubba?
Bubba.
Anyways.
Hey, Leigh.
Yeah.
What's your pit?
My pit is I've just like generally not felt good lately. Physically because of PMS and period, and mentally I just feel not good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I've been very irritable and mad, and I've been trying to figure it out. Haven't come to any concrete conclusions, but I feel funky. My peak is I went on a very, very long walk last night with Toadie, and I called my mom, but she didn't pick up because I guess she was over me. So I called my sister and talked to her for a while, and then I talked to her boyfriend Josh, and they're just energy-giving people. They talk and talk. They're just fun to listen to. They should have a podcast, honestly. What are we doing? They should have a podcast. They have so much to say. But it would just be like But people love that. They watch like Jersey Shore to see people fight.
Yeah.
My sister and her boyfriend just kind of duke it out all the time.
We
Fist fighting.
We should just, no, they don't. We should just have one where we don't tell anybody and it's just them.
Well, April Fools.
Yeah, Sarah and Josh can just do it.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, what's a peek in a pit? I've never watched their podcast.
And my second peak is that I love Toady so much.
Aw.
He's been such a good boy, and I've been giving him all these medications that he doesn't like, and he still takes them even though he absolutely hates it. Because I force him, but also I just love him.
But also, I just love him. He's a very, very good dog.
He's so handsome and such a good dog. I'm so lucky to have him.
Blessed up.
Mm-hmm. We picked out a couple interesting topics to talk about.
Yeah,
today.
we originally were going to talk about holiday stuff.
We were going to do a holiday series, part 1.
Yeah, and that didn't go so well yesterday.
Yeah, I may or may not have gotten blood red mad.
So I said, we don't have to do 2 of them. We can just do 1.
Well, James is saying that like the Christmas stuff was making me mad.
No, the thing I think was making you mad was I think we were trying to have 2 podcasts worth of holiday stuff, and it just didn't seem easy. So then it seemed stupid. So we're just going to talk.
We have no topics today.
Well,
It's like we have 2 topics that don't go together at all.
Right, and then I have some questions.
Oh, James wrote down some questions and I didn't.
I can also think of some more questions. I'm feeling alert.
You are?
Yeah, sure.
James feels like he's brewing a headache right now.
I do feel like I'm going to have a headache in an hour or 2.
How do you pregame that?
I just feel tense right here. Like my jaw is not tense, but just right here. I just don't feel like loose.
I feel tense there all the time because I grind my teeth.
I used to grind my teeth in my sleep.
Cheers to teeth grinders. Comment down below if you grind your
It feels
teeth.
so bad for people who grind their teeth.
Yeah.
Also, have you ever heard it when somebody's sleeping next to you?
Yeah. I talked to my dentist once and I was like, is there any way I can stop grinding my teeth? Because, I'm asleep and I can't control it. And he said, are you stressed? And I said, no. And he said, well, I think you are. I've been grinding my teeth since I was like 8.
Could be stress.
I'm not stressed.
Just get a night guard.
I mean, I'm the most stressed I've ever been in my life now. But like when we lived in Marymount, I wasn't stressed. I was just vibing, painting dogs.
Judy was grinding her teeth once in her sleep. It was so loud, it woke me up.
It sounds like construction oopsies, like you're dragging metal on
Hers was just like
metal.
Squeaky, squeaky. I'm like, oh. I woke her up. I was like, stop. You're grinding your teeth. She's like, I can't. Can't
Yeah,
stop.
you can't control it. It's very sad. Anyways, our first topic is video games. Any gamers out there? Comment down below if you're a gamer.
Should I comment now?
Yeah.
I'm not a gamer.
No.
I used to be. Then things all changed. Oh, so Leigh.
Yeah. Are you looking at my notes?
No. If I ever look over here, I'm literally not reading.
Why are you looking over here?
This is because I can't look at you like this.
So you
So I
look
do.
down?
Hey, Leigh.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I wrote some things down about video games.
Me too.
What'd you write down?
I wrote down all these computer games that I used to play when I was little that are just so vivid in my memory. For instance, there's a Detective Barbie game I played so much. And the way that Barbie walks in it is burned into my memory. There's like a slide part where you like choose which direction on the slide to go. And you're like chasing the culprit. And there's like 3 different culprits and you'll play through 3 different storylines in this game. So fun. I loved it. It was the best Barbie game. I had this other one with horses that I barely remember. All I remember is feeding the horses carrots and apples. I don't think I played it otherwise. But I did play like a makeup Barbie one where you like change their hair and put little like stamps on their face and stuff.
That seems like you.
Yeah. That one was fun.
Does not seem like a you game.
But my favorite, it's because my sister.
Yeah, that's true.
I would just play whatever my sister got because she would ask for video games and never use them. My favorite computer game when I was little, I had a playmobil game. I've never seen anyone else play this playmobil game, so please comment down below if this sounds familiar to you. it's like you're this little girl and you go into this attic and this like glowing spirit thing is like, hey, go do good deeds for some purpose I don't remember. So you like go around this playmobil town and do all these good deeds to collect these something, to do something. I have no idea. I loved it. It was really cool. It was more intricate and grown up than my other like baby backyard baseball, backyard basketball
I forgot
games.
about those games.
Yeah, and like Freddy the Fish.
Yeah, I do remember Freddy the Fish.
Yeah.
I feel like I played several of those games. There's a computer game that I would play called Blob Factory. And it's just wild because like I never thought about it until you started mentioning your computer games. I'm like, what did I play on the computer? Blob Factory was so fun, I think.
You think?
Yeah, I think. I played it a bunch, but I'm not sure I was good at it. You're just this literal blue blob that's going around this like slime factory. And it's like a platform game. But I don't even remember if I beat the first level. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking of a bunch of games now.
Yeah.
That I played on computer.
I found my game. It's called Laura's Happy Adventures. Oh my god, this is wild.
How'd you find it?
I just looked up Playmobil computer game. But yeah,
Is it a whole playthrough?
yeah.
They're
Yeah,
Legos.
it's a Playmobil.
I don't know what Playmobil is apparently.
And let me tell you, it was a little challenging.
That's why I feel like it seemed like more grown up and sophisticated.
Yeah, you like,
Because it's British.
but like it was more like intricate. Look at how many places you would go. And you had to figure out puzzles and stuff. Like you had little things.
Did you ever beat it?
Yeah.
Oh, good for
Wow,
you.
this song is burned into my brain. Like you had to do certain things. It was hard. I wonder if it actually is.
Like if it's actually a hard game?
Yeah. Cool.
Did you ever play any really, really bad games?
Really bad games. I've had a couple SpongeBob games that were just like under the radar SpongeBob games. Like where the game is in a controller, like a joystick, and you just plug it in.
I know which one you're talking about.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's actually
it was like $20
terrible.
at Walmart. And
Yeah.
I played that. Me and my sister played it. We played it on her SpongeBob TV.
Oh.
We had a little SpongeBob TV. I'm just now remembering all of this.
Okay.
Memories are weird. The big game I played on the computer, this is as not a, yeah, I guess as an adult.
World of Warcraft?
Yeah, it would be World of Warcraft.
I wrote that down.
Yeah, so did I. I played that game a bunch. I could see how you become addicted.
You can make it whatever you want it to be.
Also, it's similar to like, Leigh was telling me people will play Animal Crossing forever.
Oh my gosh.
How many hours did you say some people have?
So I added a bunch of people as my friend on my Switch, and now I don't know who anyone is, so I started deleting people. And some people have played for 600 plus hours. I think someone was at 645. I'm at 200 something, which is a lot for me. But over 600 hours? What? I mean, there's tons of stuff to do in the game. So like I get it, but I also don't get it.
Yeah, when I was playing World of Warcraft, there was one point in time, I think it was the first year after high school. I didn't go to college then, I just worked. I remember somehow I think I accumulated 2 weeks of game time in a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
James.
and when I say 2 weeks, it's 24-hour days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like it counts the days.
Ooh.
Yeah, not like an 8-hour work day, like a 24-hour day. There was like 2 weeks of game time. Isn't that wild?
It is wild.
And now it's just gone. Done.
Really? You can't like sign into your account or anything?
I bet I could.
I thought you did.
I think it's funny. My main character's name was Tindy.
Tinder.
Yeah, it was before Tinder though.
Yeah, James actually got me into playing it one point in my life, and I played it for like a few months. It was fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's I think a good pace of leveling up, acquiring things.
I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I got lost in a high level area, and people were just slaying me.
That'll happen too.
And our friend Brian had to come save me.
Whoops. Oh, I remember that.
It was sick. He came in like a ninja and killed all of them, and I was like, thanks, Brian.
That's wild.
I have no idea how I got there. I don't know how the game works.
The internet's a wild place.
I can't believe I played it all because looking back, I have no idea how to play.
Well, also, I see no reason for you to play.
Me either. But Animal Crossing, you see a reason?
It's cute.
It's so cute.
See? That's enough.
I was thinking about doing an island tour, but I have no idea how to do that.
We can try to figure it out. A game that me and Leigh like to play a bunch is Mario Party.
Ooh, I love Mario Party.
Well, yeah. I think we're good.
I think we're good.
And I don't think it's sometimes fair. Well, we didn't play it, but like when we went to David and Vanessa's, they were like, yeah, James and Leigh can just be on the same team.
And that's just asking for...
I feel like it's not fair.
Asking for it.
Yeah. Especially if we got to pick which games the other person plays.
And it's our game.
Yes.
Like, so you're inherently going to be better at it.
Yeah. I think we're really good at mini games.
Yeah.
I just love mini games.
I played Mario Party, the same game with Steven for like months. We would play it every night and he still is bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's still bad.
There are a couple of the games that I'm not very good at.
Like what?
The jar one where you shake all the stuff out of a jar.
Goodness. I'm not good at that one either.
I just think there's not a way to be
good. But sometimes
good.
It's just like they all fall out.
Yeah.
You know what game I really like from an older Mario Party? There was one where you're on a jackhammer and you're tracing the picture.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Love that one.
Yeah.
And then the stretchy face one.
Yeah.
Where it's like I don't know, like Mario Party 2 or something.
Yeah.
And you stretch the face.
The games you're describing are like the iconic ones in my head. Like,
I love those too.
I think there's one Mario Party that I played a bunch on, I guess it was Nintendo 64. Mm-hmm. But yeah, me and Leigh are pretty good at that game. We've played it a lot.
Yeah. I had Mario Party 1. And there's a game where you are fishing with the hand on the fishing rod. You throw it out into the ocean and try and grab treasure chests, and you have to reel it in.
Yeah.
And you use your palm
to reel
in the freaking chest, and you just give yourself a blister on your palm.
I've had a blister on the middle of my palm.
And the controllers can't even take it.
No.
The controller's like, no.
Well, so like, what did they expect you to do? This?
Right.
No. Mm-hmm. You just do that. And then you win.
Right.
I played rafting games like that. I don't remember if it was Mario Party or a Donkey Kong game, but you had to like be in a raft and paddle. And that's how you paddled. I remember getting blisters in the middle of my hand.
I played the N64 Donkey Kong and thought it was challenging. I don't think I ever beat it.
Also, why is the controller shaped like that?
Why is
like
the
you
controller
have three
shaped like
hands? That makes no sense.
I feel like they didn't want to put the joystick in, and they were like, well, let's keep the classic keypad on the left, and then we'll add the joystick even though we're like kind of 50-50 on it.
You get the best of both.
And then every game uses the joystick, and they're like, well, I guess we did like the joystick better.
I swear I've played games where you need all three.
Really?
The orange or the yellow buttons, the regular arrows,
but
and
mine
the
didn't
joystick.
Oh yeah, it did have the yellow buttons. I don't know why I thought it still had that like square look.
I don't know. And then there were there bumper ones still? There was definitely a Z
there's a
in the
Z
middle.
On the back. And there's an L and an R.
That's the dumbest design. Actually, I don't like GameCube controllers either.
Yeah.
They're weird to me.
They're kind of okay for my hands, but they just have too much.
Yeah.
They have that extra joystick, that yellow one. Like, for what?
Yeah. For
what?
I don't know.
Or they'll have like games where they're like, aim with the yellow thing. I'm like, no, I'm not.
No.
I'm also a big Zelda fan.
I've never played.
But I got into Zelda when I was like 20. I've played like a really, really old Zelda, like where he's like going through mazes. And then I played through Ocarina of Time. I watched someone play Majora's Mask because it kind of scared me. And I played Skyward Sword, and the Wind Waker. That's the Toon Link one.
The most recent one?
No, Toon Link is for GameCube.
Okay. What's the most recent one?
What is it called?
I don't know.
What is it called?
I don't know.
Into the Wild. Wild Boy. Linky takes it all.
Linky goes wild. I like the look. I like the way that game looks.
It is awesome. I just saw a TikTok of it and wanted to play it. What is it called?
Breath of
Breath
the
of the
Wild.
Wild. I knew you knew. You just weren't telling me.
I did know, didn't I?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. I would love to play one of those games.
It's fun.
It looks fun. I don't know. I guess I can't say I don't have
Comment
time.
down below your favorite video game ever.
Please don't. Comment your least favorite video game ever.
Can you guys hear the train passing by?
Yeah, they can. I was also going to bring up Josh and the way he plays Call of Duty.
Oh.
Is a wild.
So my sister's boyfriend Josh, who I was talking to on the phone in my peak, rips at Call of Duty.
It's unbelievable.
He has some sort of sixth sense that allows him to do everything the game needs him to do.
He has a superpower.
At once. It is amazing. I can't
fathom it.
I can't even watch what he's doing because it happens too fast. What is that?
He has this ability to, I think he must have really fast reaction times. And then also this weird video game spatial awareness of everything that's going on around him.
And he can watch the map while also being
aiming.
First person and
yeah,
watching his surroundings. It's insane.
Leigh would play it with him watching before, and he's like, no, they're over there, right behind you. They're coming up. Get ready. And she's like, what? And even I'm like, what?
The only way I can play is if he watches the map for me and tells me where to go.
I've also seen Josh play, and he'll shoot someone and kill them before I even notice where they are.
Yep.
It's wild. I don't understand it. I don't see Josh as like, this is completely different. I don't see him as athletic. Do you know what I mean?
The way Josh moves is not fast.
No.
And he's not using reaction skills in daily life. Like, he's not a quick-paced guy. He's pretty slow.
Yeah.
Like, he takes it easy. He just, like, goes his own way.
Maybe everything in his head is in slow motion.
He's sauntering around. But in the game, it's like a different person.
It's like he's on drugs.
I mean, if you actually watch his face while he's playing, he does not blink.
Yeah, I believe that.
His eyes are bloodshot.
Yeah, I believe that.
Or they start crying.
He's also super competitive.
Oh, he rage quits. It's awesome.
Yeah, I used to play Call of Duty with him, and there would be times we were losing, and he would just quit. Like, we're still playing, and he's just gone, which I find hilarious.
So funny.
I'm not even mad.
We've been trying to get him to stream for a while, which is also his idea, but he just hasn't yet.
Yeah, so...
Hey, Josh, if you see this, please stream.
The
people will love you.
He's going to watch what episode? What is this? 12?
13.
13? He'll see this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote some other things down.
If I told him I gave him a couple shout outs, he'd watch.
Probably. I was just going to say, there's a Rugrats game. This is like when you would rent video games. I played this Rugrats game, and why are you doing that face?
I feel like I've played a Rugrats game.
It was like almost like a board game. I really can't even remember what it was like. But me and my older sister played it for, I think, like 9 or 10 hours straight. Like, we got it that day, and then I think we pulled an all-nighter and just stayed up as late as we could and just played it until we couldn't. It's also wild what Blockbuster used to be.
Right?
And now I have Netflix, Hulu, HBO, Amazon, all of it on my phone.
But you can't rent a video game.
Can't rent a video game. I guess you can. There's a couple family videos in Cincinnati. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, now you know.
Okay. I have one story about video games.
A story?
Yeah, it's not super long.
Yeah.
So, my cousins, when they were little, I would play with them. They are 5 and like 7 years younger than me. So, I would have been a teenager and they were like fresh 10 and 12-year-olds, whatever the heck they were. Pretty small. And they came over to my house. I had a Wii and we were playing Mario Kart. I was playing with my younger cousin Ryan, and he was getting enraged because I was better at Mario Kart than him. because I was older than him and it was my game. So like, just like we were saying, you're gonna be better.
Yeah.
And he was getting so whiny, and I looked at him and I was like, Ryan, if you get upset again, I'm turning the game off. And he was like, you got it. I won't be upset again. Whatever, we good. Then it turned out I got first place again. He got PO'd. I turned the game off, walked out of the basement, and he was sobbing. Sobbing so hard downstairs by himself. Ever made anyone cry playing video games?
No, but I remember, that reminds me, I would play video games. I would play Star Fox on Nintendo 64. And I was one of those kids, I'd be like, the game's cheating. The game's cheating. Because I couldn't beat it. But also, to be fair, I feel like back in the day, games, like new games are very precise.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like some old games, you could like hit it. Like, let's say you hit the target and it just doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, but I hit it. It's cheat. I would say it's cheating. The game's cheating.
Wow, so you got mad.
Yeah, because I probably was like not necessarily doing it right, but it looked right. It's hard to comprehend when you're a kid.
Mm-hmm. I remember I would go to my friend Rachel's house and we would play Mario Party all night long.
Remember when you, me, and Allie played Mario Kart?
Oh, yeah.
We played every single track. Every
single track.
Yeah, in a row, nonstop.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to talk about DDR.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about DDR.
I would sweat playing DDR.
Well, yeah, it's a workout.
You're just jumping.
Yeah.
I had those little like plasticky crunchy mats, not
yeah,
the
I know
nice
what you're
hard
talking
ones.
about. I know what you're talking about.
And I would slay. I wasn't that good, but like I had fun.
We had those, and I would use that pad to play driving games for fun.
That's fun.
Yeah, you could like hold forward and then like use your other foot to like turn and stuff. It was fun to me.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
I also want to give a big shout out to SSX3. Love snowboarding games. Now I want to learn how to snowboard.
We'll learn this winter.
Keegan said he'd teach me.
Cool. I know a couple people that snowboard, so. Do you want to talk about all of your past jobs?
Sure, I've had so many jobs.
Leigh has been a jobaholic.
I love jobs.
My gosh, she's had a handful of jobs.
You won't believe it.
You have had more jobs than just the jewelry store.
I have 3 jobs on my list.
Perfect. Do you want to do one and then I'll do one?
Sure.
Okay. We're going to talk about jobs.
Should I even include Etsy?
I don't know.
I feel like I've talked about this a million times.
Here, tell me what your 3 are.
My first job where I made money, well, Etsy's not it. My mom made doll clothes when I was little, and she would set up at craft fairs and sell her doll clothes, American Girl doll clothes. And I would make bracelets and sell them for like 50 cents. Just like beaded little
dolls?
Bracelets. No, for the little
people?
Girls.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Humans.
I sold those for 50 cents, and I eventually raised the price to $1 when I got some like fancy, more intricate beads and stuff. And I would just have this big basket of bracelets in her booth and made some money there. Pretty cool.
That's a job?
I mean, that's the first place I made money.
That's my first hustle.
That was my first hustle. My second hustle, I sold these felted little monster face pins on Etsy. And I feel like I say that all the time. It's so boring to me. So
Are you counting that one?
Yeah, I mean, that's
Okay.
what I did in high school.
Okay. What else do you have?
I thought you were going to go.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'll do one. My first job, I was a busboy at a restaurant called Sleepy Hollow. It was in Loveland, and it was always Christmas inside. And the story was a soldier went off to war, and he never came back. And there was something like, we'll leave the lights up for you, like the Christmas lights until you come home. And then he never came home. And so there was always Christmas inside. And I was a busboy, and I was a really good worker. I work hard when I'm in like a fast-paced environment. And I remember I would just make enough money to pay for gas because I was driving like 30 minutes each way for work. I lived in Westchester at the time.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was driving a Ford Expedition, and gas was that crazy $4 to $5 a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
So all of my money would go to gas. And then also, as an adult, I realized waitresses and waiters are supposed to tip you out if you're a busboy. And I never got tipped out. I just got paid whatever. I wasn't even, I guess, really concerned about what I got paid. I just had a job. And then the waitresses just got to have me do work for them.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't feel nice. I could use that money. I could have been rich.
I guess you're right.
I guess I am right. But that was my first job. I liked it. They also gave me dinner sometimes. I don't want to work in a restaurant.
Why? Are you scared?
I'm not afraid. I just don't think I want to be around food that much.
I don't know if I could ever deal with the scent that comes from working with food.
Yeah.
I'm a very smell sensey person.
I could for a day.
I'm sensey.
Sensitive.
I'm sensey to smellies.
Okay.
My second job I got when I was 19. I worked at a jewelry store selling fine jewelry, also known as diamonds and gemstones and gold and stuff. The interview was my first interview ever.
Nice.
Yeah. I worked out with the manager there, and she was like, yo, come interview at our jewelry store and be a salesperson. I was like, all right. I walked in, they interviewed me for like 2 minutes. They were like, hey, what's your name? And I was like, Leigh. And they're like, all right, cool, you want to work here? And I was like, cool.
Well, she probably already knew you a little.
I never talked to her in workout class. So they were pretty much desperate for employees most of the time. And they wanted them to be women. So that I fit the bill, but I did not fit the bill of a salesperson, believe it or not. I don't have a cheery personality, and I think jewelry is stupid. I can't believe I ever did that job looking back now. I was eventually kind of retired to more of a tech position and like busy work person because I'm really good at that stuff. I'm really quick. So I was kind of pushed back to doing more stuff behind the scenes, but I would also be a salesperson, and I turned everyone away. Anyone I could. I didn't get commission, so I was just like, you know what?
You guys should go home and think about it.
You should definitely think about this purchase. This piece is not going anywhere. Trust me, it's hideous. Go home and think about it. Have a good one.
So you were just honest.
Yeah, for sure. But like, I would greet people like I've never greeted people before. I'd be like, oh, hey, how we doing today? I would never
right,
say,
James.
why do people do that?
I do it all the time.
I changed my whole personality, and I'd answer the phone and be like, Eddie Lane's Diamond Showroom, what are we doing today? What's up? What's that?
That sounded terrible.
Yeah.
That's just how you do it, though.
Why?
Because...
Why does customer service have to have a certain tone to it?
It makes somebody more comfortable.
Does it? It makes me a little uncomfortable.
Well, it can be over the top. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I'm a little more comfortable when you're like, hey, what's up? But not like zoomies.
No, not like, hey, bro.
Hey, bro, sweet wheels on those Heelys you got. Oh, those aren't Heelys, dude? I want to check the ones that we got in the back, bro. You look like a Heelys, dude. Anyways, 50% off sweatshirts today, bud. Don't miss it. You look cold. What's that?
That wasn't so bad.
Where's the sweet spot?
I talked to them. Just being genuinely nice. Like, you've heard me do it.
Can you give me an example?
Yeah, where do I work?
The bank.
Hi, welcome. What can I do for you?
I need some money.
All right, how much you looking to get?
$20.
We're out of money right now.
You don't seem very nice.
I'm so sorry. Look, if it were up to me, I'd give you $20 right now.
Your hands look filthy, sir.
My hands are filthy, and I apologize.
I will be leaving and taking your pen.
Okay, have a nice day, ma'am.
Goodbye.
See? That's the in-between.
I
worked at Walmart.
multiple times. Multiple jobs.
Yeah. It was all one time.
It was? I thought it was broken up between Westchester and Milford.
Right, but I got promoted.
Nice, dude. Congrats.
Yeah. Josh actually helped me get that job.
And that's Josh's third shout out. Congratulations, Josh. You've reached 3 shout outs in one podcast.
And you won't know about it.
Ooh. wee.
So Josh helped me get a job in the automotive department. So I did oil changes, tire changes, stuff like that. There's a story that Josh always tells people about, look, I don't think I got mad, but I let a guy know how I felt, and he was the manager, because I was very quiet. I wouldn't say much in terms of things that could be argumentative or combative. I usually just let things be whatever they are. But my manager kind of pushed me to the point where I had to it wasn't a discussion because he wasn't talking back. It was me just finally saying how I felt. I felt bad afterwards because once I started talking to him about all the things he would do wrong and how it was making everybody's job harder and all this stuff, then everybody decided now's a good time to let him know how they feel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I felt bad for that because then it ended up being everybody against him. And they were all kind of like true things. Like, you couldn't really argue them. He's just been avoiding them the whole time. Like, customers would walk up and he would just walk away. Or if there was a hard conversation to be had, he would ask us to do it. I'm like, you're the manager. Why am I doing this? So I then actually got promoted to the same position that guy was doing at a store in Milford. And my store manager there, pretty much, I work really hard and I'm really nice. And I'll do whatever who's above me says to do. I'll do whatever it takes. And I ended up working forever, every single day of every single week.
If you guys want to know why we broke up, that's why.
Yeah, I work a bunch.
He was gone.
Always gone.
24/7.
Yeah, you would have off days, but I was also salary, and then they would just ask me to help, so I would help, and then one thing turns into the next, and then,
I would go out of town, and I wouldn't even ask James to watch the dog he lived with, Toady, because he never came home. He would be gone for over 12 hours.
Yeah, there's plenty of
Most
days I would
days.
work over 12 hours.
Like, if I was going to be gone, I would have to talk to James and be like, do you think you'll be home in the next 5 hours? He'd be like, I can't promise you anything. And
Yeah.
I was like, leave Walmart. Leave
Yeah.
Walmart. And he was like, I can't. I'm speed walking.
I walk fast at that job.
But do you guys want to hear the way that Josh told the story about James yelling at his manager?
Yeah, Josh is dramatic.
So James walks up to him. James already lit himself on fire. He walks up to the manager. He says, you know what, dude? We've had enough. I'm leading the pack and we're taking you down, bro. You're the worst person in the world. We never seen anyone worse than you before. Boom, roasted. And then the manager was crying. That's how Josh would have told it.
He probably did cry.
I would.
Me and Cleo were talking about it, how she asked me, do you and Leigh ever argue? And I was like, I don't think we argue. I think sometimes I annoy Leigh, but I don't feel like we argue. But then also I realized sometimes I struggle to know if I'm in an argument or not, because I'm not taking it very personal. And to me, it almost feels like a conversation, but the other person's upset.
I don't think we get in fights.
I don't think so.
I actually think I just get mad and you choose not to react to me.
Well,
And
yeah.
so it doesn't turn into a fight.
Yeah.
And either way, I probably wouldn't fight you.
No, I there's not a lot of things I would argue with somebody.
If you wanted to fight me, I would be frightened.
I don't even know what to argue about.
I don't either.
I could argue well, she was like, yeah, you and Delaney would argue. And I was like, that's a little different.
You did?
See, even then I was like, not argue. It's just when you say one thing and do another, I have something to say about that. Which
see.
just doesn't seem nice, but it's also just what it is.
I guess I kind of see it as a confrontation rather than an argument.
Yeah.
Which I don't like to do either.
I hate confrontation. But I will have confrontation.
James never confronts me.
Over what's to confront?
I don't know. Probably something. I got pissed on the podcast yesterday. You want to confront me about it?
No, I said it's fine. Yeah. I left Walmart though.
Are you sweating right now?
No, it's the oil. I'm not sweating. Am I sweating?
No. I just read your mug.
Do you have any
Do
other?
you need water?
Yeah, I'll take some water. Let me get hit. Do you have other jobs?
I have one more job.
All right, let me know what it is.
I kind of have two more jobs.
I'm waiting for you to mention one that I remember.
I went back to art school my third time, and I got a job during the summer where I was facilitating art camps for kids. And I wasn't teaching or anything, but I was just like managing the kids in between the classes and popping into classes and like being a helper, which I really love that job. I love a job where I'm not the boss and I can just help people and make their jobs easier. That's a place where I really thrive, which is not my current job. I'm a boss right now. Boss mode, hate it. Anyways, I would work at this camp and I loved it. I loved that job. I got to play with kids and run around in a field, and then they were all really nice kids and were making art, and it was super fun. I didn't love the people I worked with, but I did like the kids.
Nice. That's the one I was waiting for.
Oh.
What's your other one?
My other one is I took on a sort of volunteer position while I was in school that year for teaching an art class for an after-school program with my one partner called Babs. Her name was Babs.
Oh, yeah.
This experience was one of my least favorite experiences.
On Earth?
It was not fun. So here's the situation. I would go to school and then I would have to lesson plan, which I've never done before and no one taught me how, but I was expected to. And Babs and I were supposed to be a team, but Babs was too nervous to lesson plan or teach the plan that I made. So I did everything. And I was teaching a class, the age range was between 5 and 18.
My gosh.
How do you teach an art class to 5 through 18-year-olds and make it accessible to the younger kids and interesting for the older kids? Impossible.
You can't.
And I've never taught anything in my life. I've never been an authority figure. So I had to figure that out. I had like two kind of mentor girls who would just read my lesson plans and they'd be like, this isn't very good. And I'd be like, well, one, I don't know what I'm doing. And they'd be like, maybe be better. And I was like, got it. Be better.
Oh, thanks.
And Babs was sitting in the corner shivering because the kids were just like really confrontational. They were boisterous. They were crazy. Like I had to discipline these kids. I didn't know what I was doing. I can't believe I did that.
Who was in charge of that?
So it was through my school, and then those two girls were in charge of the program, and then we were the two volunteers teaching the class. So like they would facilitate the classes happening, but they wouldn't teach them.
You guys are also just volunteers.
Yeah, and Babs was
trash.
She was like a ghost. She actually wrote me a really nice letter after the program was over and thanked me for doing it. Because it was so hard. That thing made me cry all the time. It was hard. After I did that, I thought to myself, I can do anything.
Nice.
Yeah.
You still talk to her?
No.
What do you think she's up to?
Probably hiding somewhere else.
Nice.
Really nice person. Really shy. I honestly don't even know if she's nice because we barely talked.
How long was this?
How long was it was a whole semester. Months. Every week. Was it every week? Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
Well, sounds like you got through it.
And then I quit school. Dropout Nation.
Leave it in the comments below if you've dropped out of school.
Leave a comment below for each dropout you've done, because I would have to leave 3 comments.
Yeah, so like a resume.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I have one more job. It's when I worked for a restoration company. I have more than just one more job, but
Yeah, I did. I was like, that's not true.
There's no way to do all of them. I can't do all of them.
He's like a normal person who's had jobs.
Yeah. The last one I will talk about is the one where I worked for a restoration company. Pretty much.
We could do a whole episode on this job, though.
Yeah, do you want me to make it light then? Because we're at 53 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty much, I worked for a company. If you were to have like a flood of fire or any property damage at all, I'd be the first guy that comes out, and I'm in charge of getting it cleaned up. And it also meant I was on call 24/7, 365, and I had to be anywhere within 1 hour of when I was called, which feels illegal. But I checked. They're allowed to do that, at least in Ohio. Pretty much, I worked there for a year and a half, made a bunch of money, and then quit. The final straw for me was I literally probably worked 80 hours that week. And then my boss proceeded to yell at me and everybody else because we didn't notice there was a flat tire on one of the work trucks that like we would use for emergencies. So it's good. You have to have that vehicle. He's like, every one of you is responsible for knowing in what shape the vehicles are, this, that, and this. And I was just standing there after working, like one of the days, I think I worked like 20 hours, slept for maybe 4, and then woke up and worked 18 more hours. And then got yelled at for not, and he's like, there's literally no excuse. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to quit now because I don't like that. And Leigh knows, at least like when it comes to jobs, I will decide very quick, and I'm not afraid to just quit.
Mm-hmm.
There was one job, they hired a lady in, and I didn't like her. I was like, great, now I have to find a new job. And 2 days later, I found a new job. And I was like, I have to give my 2 weeks notice. Sorry. Yeah, we can talk about that sometime, though. There's a lot of stories for that job, the restoration job. Because I've seen so much stuff. Like abandoned buildings. There was one house. God, should I tell the story? I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just say it real quick. Their last name was, it was something like Bloodmouth or something. That was their last name. Or like Murder Blood. But that was their last name. It was something super hardcore. But we went over there. They're like, yeah, we have, it was just this one lady. She's like, yeah, there's mold in the basement. And I was wondering if I can get an estimate on getting it fixed. I was like, yeah, that's fine. And we go into this house that literally looks like it's been abandoned for a year. There's dog feces literally everywhere. There are diapers literally everywhere. There's a hole in the kitchen ceiling because the upstairs bathroom had like flooded. What's up?
Are you describing an episode of Hoarders or something you've seen in real life?
This was real life. Wait till I get to the basement. You wouldn't go in this house.
Oh, for sure.
100%. Leigh would have never, she would have took one step in and one step out.
I'm sensitive to smells.
There was mold all over the ceiling though, because apparently one of the bathrooms had leaked and then collapsed the ceiling in the kitchen. Like I said, there was feces everywhere, trash everywhere. And then we went to the basement. So like water runs down. And there was a water issue somewhere on the second floor that went to the first floor and then went to the basement. And I kid you not, the whole basement had probably 3 feet of black mold on every single wall. And it's like a big house, like my Westchester house, but bigger basement. Every single wall had mold on it. All the feces in the basement had mold on it. Nothing was salvageable in that house. So that house would have to be 100% gutted.
Totaled.
And then rebuilt, yeah.
Your house is totaled, ma'am.
And she was like...
Do you use that phrasing for houses? It sounds so wrong.
You probably say a total loss, not totaled. Yeah, it's a total loss.
Why do they only use it for cars?
Well, I don't know. It's
so
car
unfair.
talk. The crazy part about that story is the lady was saying it was her brother who I guess had lived in the house for a year and she didn't know anything about it. And then her brother moved away and then she was in charge of the house and it was her house now. And she found it like this. And then we ended up doing the job. Not me personally. We had our mold crew.
What do you do to do that job?
You gut it. You got all of the drywall, all the carpet, everything.
Ew.
You can save that. You can save that house.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, I'm not kidding you. You know how LaQuinda's house was? When I walked in there, I was like, nah, this is fine. They'll just fix it. You don't even have to fix much. Yeah. She said it was her brother who he moved away. Now it's her responsibility. And the mold crew started working on the house. And one of the guys was like, were you at the blood murder house or whatever? I swear to you, it was some crazy name with blood in it. For sure.
Blood
For sure blood was in it. And it wasn't mud blood. That's Harry Potter or something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Filthy mud blood.
But he was like, were you at that house? I was like, yeah, me and Tony were there and we like got to see it first. He's like, well, I did a little research. That's her house. She's been living
Of course.
in that house, and she was embarrassed for obvious reasons and made up a story about it being her brother and he moved away. She's been living in that house, and then her father passed away, so now she has money to fix the house.
I would say the same thing.
I wouldn't say, yo, check out the crib. What do you think it costs to get all this feces out of here?
I'm like, it's not mine.
But yeah, that was just one house out of many houses that...
Yucky.
Yeah. And I'm still alive.
Anyways, I'm super grateful for some things. Are you?
Oh, I didn't write down what I'm grateful for.
Oh, no. It's okay. You can think of them off the top of your head.
I'm super quick-witted now that I have the new Elevate app.
Sponsored by us. Leave a comment down below if we are sponsored by us.
Yeah.
I am first grateful for our shower. There was a point in time when we didn't have a shower in this house, and it was 90 degrees during the summer and humid like no other. And now we do have a shower, and I think about it every time I use it.
Wow, every time.
The bathroom may not be complete, but the shower and the toilet work, and we have 2 lights in there.
Yeah, I was talking to Sierra about it. I was like explaining the house. I was like, yeah, we have like 2 half baths.
One with a small sink and one with a big one.
Yeah, one's a genuine half bath, and then our regular bathroom is just not finished yet. So, but the shower?
Yep.
Okay. I am grateful for
Dog spotting.
Yep, see that. I am thankful for shoes. I have more shoes than I wear. You know what I mean? I wear like the same pair of shoes every single day. And then recently, since I decided I'm going to try to dress nicer or better, I don't know what the word is. I went and looked at all of my shoes and I was like, oh, I have shoes. I have shoes I just don't wear. I have boots I don't wear. And they're not bad. So I should just wear them. Mm-hmm. But I'm thankful that I already have them. I don't have to buy them. I would like to buy one more pair of shoes, though. I can buy those Vans. Also, shoes are great, huh? Super helpful.
Yeah, they protect my feet.
Yeah, we love to walk, so.
I love to walk.
And you know what you need to walk?
Walking.
Shoes.
I'm grateful for hands.
Okay.
No further questions.
I'd like to know more about it.
My hands do everything for me.
That's great.
They react so quickly to what my brain tells them, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I was talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
The fact that I can do this.
Without my hands, I would be very incapable of doing most of the tasks I do every day that I really like. So
That's fair.
How am I supposed to be grateful for all those things if I didn't have my hands? So
shout out
to my hands for holding everything together in a literal way. I'm watching for dogs now.
Nice. I will be thankful for wireless headphones. I love my headphones. I don't know how people work out with headphones that have a wire.
Me either.
I see it happen too.
When I had wired headphones, I wouldn't wear them.
No, I'd almost rather just not listen to music.
Me too.
Especially if I was running.
My ears are too small, so most headphone designs, they would legitimately just boop right out of my ear. Mm-hmm. What the heck?
What do you think about working out with stuff like this?
Hot.
I don't know how people do it.
How do people do that?
I have no idea.
Stuff like this.
Yeah.
Comment down below if you wear earmuffs to work out. Like what? These are earmuffs.
And a scarf. Yeah, I have like the Beats ones that go over your ear. They never, ever, yeah, right here. These are Leigh's, but they never, ever, we're not sponsored, fall out. I don't think they sound the best all the time, because at least for mine, like, they're in there and they're not falling out, but like these would sound better. But I don't hear the music over mine unless it's just quiet music, because the gym plays it pretty loud.
Really loud.
Yeah. And they just never fall off. I never have to adjust them, and I'll literally be doing any kind of workout ever. Like, you could do burpees with them, and they won't move.
I have.
Yeah. Squats, burpees, push-ups, running on a treadmill. You could do, like, suicides, anything, and they won't fall out.
I'd like to hashtag influencer myself, because everyone in this household has a pair of them now.
Okay, so what are you trying to say? Are you taking credit for them?
Yeah, the next thing I'm grateful for is fresh air. No further questions?
I'd like to hear more about it.
Fresh air makes me feel good. Immediately. My nose, my mouth, my body touches fresh air, and I feel better.
Yeah.
Why? Probably because there's lead in this house. But in addition to that...
You should fix this wall.
I'd love to.
Let's do that.
In addition to that, fresh air is outside, and I like outside.
I love outside. Even when it's cold.
Me too.
Like zeros maybe a little.
I cleaned my studio today. It looks dope.
It's super clean in here.
I do deep cleans and love it.
Was that a deep clean?
I could go deeper.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. My turn?
Yeah.
I'm thankful for this hoodie. I've had this hoodie for a long time. I think I was looking at it. You know how Josh didn't go to Outer Banks for a long time?
Yeah.
I think the time before the most recent visit he had is when I bought this.
It still looks really nice.
Yeah, it's holding up really well.
It's not bally or anything.
No, it's just the constant. This is just what it is now.
Like, and it fits your big body.
Yeah, it does fit my big body. Also, it's warm.
Oh, it is?
It's actually warm.
It is?
It's warm.
It is?
I don't love that it's a Vulcan one, though.
Why? Are you scared?
It's like whatever, but...
I get it. The things on the arm don't really do it for me.
Yeah. Like, if it was just this, like just the hoodie, I'd be happy with that, too. But I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I like the way it fits. I've worn this I probably have more hours in this than you have on Animal Crossing.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay. Wait, is that it? Or do you want me to ask you the questions I thought of? I can read them, and then if you don't want to answer them, I'll edit them out.
That sounds good.
Have you ever hallucinated?
Have I ever hallucinated?
Good question.
I think so.
Okay, I guess that would be a hallucination.
And you know the story. I was in Cape Cod. I was gonna throw up.
Cape Cod Bay. Oh yeah. What do you think you saw? Mirage?
Yeah, like the beach went wavy. Like I couldn't tell where things were. Like things were moving. Is that a hallucination? Like you want me to hallucinate a person? Also, I feel
I'd like you to. Yeah, go ahead.
I haven't.
Go ahead though. Well, how was it? They were right there. They were right in front of me.
I swear.
Have you ever think you've seen a ghost?
I don't feel like I've ever seen a ghost.
Yeah. I can't remember if I've mentioned. I think I've mentioned it on the podcast, but I think it was either.
Are you pulling it?
Yeah, either one of the basement tapes or maybe the one we didn't edit about me getting paranoid about something being in the back seat.
Yeah, the Cape Cod story's not on the podcast. I don't think.
It's not?
I don't think so.
Oh, why don't you? You don't have to tell it.
I don't know if it is or not. Do you guys know the Cape Cod story where I throw up?
Leave it in the comments below. If you do know it, then we won't say it. If you don't know it, we'll mention it on one of the other podcasts.
There's
sometime.
a basement tape where I know I say it.
I'm pretty sure. Here, I'll just say my hallucination then. I'm not even sure if it's a real hallucination. It's just a panic attack, I think. But I was driving home from a really long shift at my warehouse job.
I feel like this is in the spooky podcast.
Is it? Well, then fine. I'll make it really short. I think I hallucinated somebody was in the back seat and they were trying to get me. I was just having a panic attack. I thought somebody was in the back seat, and I kept reaching back there, and I couldn't find them or feel them. I was like, okay, nobody's back there. And then it would come back into my head, and I thought somebody was back there, so I'd have to double check again. I did that for like 15 minutes on my whole drive home.
You have to be kidding me.
I'm not kidding you. Okay, I have another question. What time in your life do you think you had the worst style?
A worst style, probably middle school. Middle school is an interesting time, I think, for anyone.
That's where mine was.
And also, it's just like you are growing out of a kid and you've decided that you're going to be more adultish in a weird way. Like you have more freedom to choose your way, especially I did with clothes. And I was a little particular about like my ponytail being perfectly slicked back. And like, I remember I had these gauchos made out of like towel material.
You had what?
Gauchos? Gauchos are like wide-legged yoga pants cropped. Like they're like big, wide pants. They were really in style. But mine were made out of bright blue towel material. And I had like polos. So.
That sounds cool now.
It might be, yeah. But I was.
Yeah, maybe.
I was dorking it.
Yeah, my worst phase was middle school.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of growing really fast at that point. So a lot of my shirts just got really small really quick. My pants and my shorts would get short quick. I remember I had these whatever shoes.
I also feel like it's a time where like half of the kids hit puberty and half the kids look like babies. I was definitely in the babies category. Not that I was upset about it, but it makes the clothes that everyone was wearing look different.
I also think that's when you start to become self-conscious about what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got bullied for a couple of my clothing choices.
I got bullied on the bus. I think just because.
I'd bully you. You look weak, meek, small, stinky.
I was stinky.
Sweaty.
Sweaty too. You wouldn't bully me though.
No, I wouldn't.
That's it.
Thank you for coming to our pod.
Oh my
Luckily,
gosh,
I
thank
didn't
you
get,
so
I
much.
didn't get enraged on this episode.
Yeah, I think you like just talking. This felt easier. I didn't like the last one either.
You didn't like it?
No, I was just gonna power through though.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay.
But it's also hard to tell if they're gonna be good or not.
Sometimes it is easy to tell though.
Yeah, I think this one's a lot better.
Cool.
Yeah. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being at the premiere. And if you were not at the premiere, thank you for just being here. We appreciate you.
We premiere every Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to join our live chat, James wants to get to 125 viewers at one point.
Singular moment in time.
So if you care about goals and you care about James, you might want to think about just stopping in. It's usually near the end that the numbers get high like that. Comment down below if you've ever had a balloon before.
Yeah, comment down below if you've ever hopped a fence.
Comment down below. Why are we doing British? I wasn't doing British.
Don't know.
Okay, well, please drink some water. Please get some fresh air. Use your hands if you have them. And I'll be seeing you later. Leave me a secret love letter in the Apple Podcast reviews. 5 stars, please.
You're going to see these people later?
Well, I will be seeing some of them later.
Who?
My mommy. I'll be seeing her later.
Later this month?
Yeah. Hi, Mommy. She watched the last podcast and said the story of me getting abducted made her want to throw up.
Yeah, because you're her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I'd never told her that story, and then I guess I did now. And then I said, I'm sorry, I thought I would never tell you that story. And she's actually, I think you've told me it before. So it's all cleared up.
I think it's funny. I thought I'd never tell you that story.
Well, why would I tell her that story?
It's just a story. Also, you didn't get abducted.
Yeah, but then it puts
It's just
worrisome thoughts
It was
in
just
her head.
make believe anyway. All right, I'll turn the camera off.
I'll be here.
Tony farted.
If you are enraged today, know that tomorrow's a new day and you don't have to be enraged.